Welcome to the Small Business Tax Savings Podcast, your weekly dose of accounting and tax tips specific to small business owners. You will be on your way to growing your business and paying the least amount in taxes as legally possible. Here's your host, Mike Jezoshek, CPA.
Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little bit special. We're going to step away from tax strategies just for a little bit and give you a little update on the podcast, kind of where we've been over the course of 5+ years, as well as talk about a very important announcement and launch that we're doing today. So first things first, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for following and continuing to support the Small Business Podcast. It's because of listeners like you that we continue to do what we do. My number one goal and our number one goal here at the podcast is to help business owners pay the least amount in taxes as legally possible. And that's exactly what we're here to do. And so it's like listeners like you that help support that help keep that idea and that hope alive. So let's go through some stats. Let's see, where have we been? Now, we've been through this podcast for over 5 years now. Where have we been? We have a total of 270 plus episodes. We have over 900,000 downloads since the beginning. We have an Apple Podcast rating of 4.8 out of 5 with over 185 ratings. And as part of our free Facebook group, we have over 13,500 members. That's incredible. And I just want to say again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you are doing to this podcast, for what you are doing to bring this idea of paying the least amount in taxes as legally possible into every business owner's mind. Now, I talked about our free Facebook group. If you're not a member there yet, join now. Go to Facebook, type in Small Business Tax Secrets, answer a few questions, and join right in there again. But again, I just want to highlight again, total episodes were over 270 total episodes, over 900,000 downloads, an Apple Podcast rating of 4.8 out of 5, and that's with over 185 ratings. And again, over 13,500 members in our free Facebook group. So what we're going to be talking about is what's new, what's next, and how you can help us along this journey. A little bit about what's new, with our goal of reaching every small business owner in the country and assisting them on paying the least amount in taxes as legally possible, we continue to find ways to make it easier to access our content. So we obviously have our podcast, the Small Business Tax Savings Podcast. If you prefer to learn by audio, this is a great option for you. You can go to our podcast website, taxsavingspodcast.com, or you can find our podcast on any podcasting platform. If you prefer to learn by reading, the best route is going to be our blog. You can go to our learning center at taxsavingspodcast.com/blog. For almost every episode we do, we also have a blog post that you can read if you prefer to learn that way. If you prefer to learn by watching, YouTube is going to be our best option. Go to our Small Business Tax Savings TV, a YouTube channel, which you can find at taxsavingstv.com. Now, again, we also have our free Facebook group, which is just go into Facebook, type in Small Business Tax Secrets, and there you can collaborate with other business owners on this journey. And then one final thing is that every month we do a Q&A session that's dedicated specifically to listener questions. And you can submit your question to this. We'd love to have listener questions because it gives us direction on, hey, what are some things that you want to know specifically? How can we help you specifically? So if you submitted a question in the past, thank you. Continue to do so. If you have a question, you haven't submitted one before, do so now. Go to taxsavingspodcast.com, click the podcast button on top, and then scroll to the bottom, and there'll be a form there that you can fill out. Over the past 5 years, we have gone all in on helping small business owners. We continue to dig deep into the ideas and ways to further that number one goal of helping small business owners pay the least amount in taxes as legally possible. And by doing that, we've created these channels. So again, what's new? We have our podcast, we have our blog, we have Tax Savings TV, we have our Facebook group, and of course, we have been offering listener Q&A sessions, which we do every other month currently. So again, thank you. Check out those things. Check out those other learning opportunities if you haven't yet. If you've always been a podcast listener, check out our TV channel, taxsavingstv.com. If you're already on the TV channel, check out our podcast. Find different ways and opportunities for you to learn the most and get the most out of our podcast. So what's next? And this is the exciting part. Of course, we're going to continue to do weekly episodes. This is our mission. This is our goal, and we are all in on this. But the second piece, and something that I'm super excited to announce today, is the launch of TaxElm. TaxElm, TaxElm.com, is your ultimate resource for eliminating taxes and growing your wealth. Now, you might have been part of our tax minimization program or heard us talking about our tax minimization program. This software that we're launching, TaxElm, is taking our tax minimization program and putting it on steroids. This is going to be a one-stop resource for you on your journey to paying the least amount in taxes legally possible. This software as a service that we designed is to help you pay the least amount in taxes every year while expanding your business and growing your personal wealth. With features like a custom tax plan, unlimited email access to our accountants, live consultations, bookkeeping analysis, we provide comprehensive support tailored to your unique situation. We offer monthly group webinars, partner discounts, a partner directory, and a complete rich learning library to help keep you updated, learning how to implement key tax strategies. So whether you're just starting a new company or looking to optimize your existing business finances, TaxElm offers the tools and guidance you need. You can join us today and start transforming your tax strategy. So let's go through some of the features that we're going to offer on TaxElm. First one is a tax savings blueprint. As part of your membership into TaxElm, you get to create, and the software will develop a tax savings blueprint for you. You'll answer a few questions, go through a quick questionnaire, gathering information about you, your business, different things throughout your business and your personal life. And we're going to create a blueprint for you. And this blueprint is going to tell you exactly what strategies you should be focusing on. It's going to go through strategies that you may have already implemented, strategies that you need to implement or that you should implement, and also strategies that you want to keep in the back of your mind for future implementation. Maybe it doesn't make sense today, but it might make sense down the road. And that's going to be that future implementation piece. And then we have a training program. We have modules, tons of lessons within TaxElm to teach you on these tax strategies. So you get a tax blueprint that tells you, here's these strategies, here's the estimated tax savings from each of these strategies and where you should put your focus. And then we have a complete training program on the back end of TaxElm to help you learn these strategies, as well as give you any kind of supporting documents you need to implement the strategies. So that's the key part of TaxElm. Secondly, we have unlimited messaging with accountants. So you have access to our team, that you have questions about a tax strategy, you have questions about your tax plan. You can message us directly within TaxElm those questions that you have. Think of it like having a tax strategist in your back pocket. As you're going along day to day throughout your business, you come into situations that you have questions on a tax strategy, on how to implement something. You have access to our team to ask those questions. As part of your membership with TaxElm, we also do an annual one-on-one live consultation. So you come to that consultation, we'll discuss whatever you want to. Come with ideas, come with things, come with your situation, and we'll discuss tax strategies directly with you one-on-one live. We also do an annual bookkeeping analysis. So if you're doing your own bookkeeping or you have a bookkeeper, you can submit your bookkeeping with it right within the software, and we'll do a review of it. We'll let you know, hey, here are some things that we'd recommend doing. Here are some things that caught our eye. A bookkeeping analysis annually is included. We also do our monthly group webinars and training. So we're going to bring in experts in certain topics, experts in certain areas, dive deep into certain tax strategies on a monthly group webinar and training. And then we also have a partner directory. If you're looking for someone to set up a retirement account, if you're looking for sales tax help, whatever you may need, we more than likely have a partner that we have vetted and trusted that we can get you in front of. All of this is included with your monthly TaxElm membership. So go to TaxElm.com and you can sign up and learn more about this new software. But we're super excited to be launching that today. So let's go to the third piece. How can you help? Leave us a review. We love to hear feedback from you, our listeners, and it helps bring awareness to our podcast to other listeners. So leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen to us. We appreciate any reviews you leave. You can also follow us and subscribe to us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever you might be hanging out. Subscribe to our information, follow us on social media, and tell family, friends, colleagues, other business owners about what we're doing here at the Small Business Tax Savings Podcast. Because my belief is the more small business owners we can get to tune in every week, the more savings that we can do, the more that we can help small business owners put more money into their pocket, eliminate their taxes, and grow their wealth, which is only good things for America. And finally, continue to tune in every week, ask your questions, engage with us. We love to help out small business owners. Again, our number one mission is to help you as a small business owner pay the least amount in taxes as legally possible. I love that you're on this journey with us, and I cannot wait to continue this journey, and I want to thank you for that. So let's wrap everything up today. Again, 5 years in review. We have over 270 episodes. We have over 900,000 downloads of our podcast. We have an Apple podcast rating of 4.8 out of 5 with over 185 ratings. And we have over 13,500 members in our free Facebook group. Learn by reading. You can check out our blog. Same thing, taxsavingspodcast.com, and click on our Learning Center. If you prefer to learn by looking or watching, you can go to taxsavingstv.com. If you want to collaborate with other business owners, you can go to our free Facebook group, Small Business Tax Secrets. And of course, if you want your question answered live on a podcast episode, you can submit your Q&A for submission at our podcast website at taxsavingspodcast.com. Click podcasts, scroll to the bottom, and answer the questionnaire. What's next? We're continuing to bring you weekly episodes. And again, we finally have announced officially our launch of TaxElm, which is your ultimate resource for eliminating taxes and growing your wealth. As part of that, we have our tax savings blueprint that's included in your membership. We have a whole module and library of training, lessons, downloads, templates, all included in there. You get unlimited access to our team for messages regarding tax strategies, questions that you have that pop up throughout the year. You also get an annual one-on-one live consultation with someone from our team. You get an annual bookkeeping analysis. We do monthly group webinars and training, and you also have access to our partner directory and discounts. You can check more about our software at TaxElm, TaxElm.com. And then how can you help? Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen to us. Follow us and subscribe to us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Tell family, friends, and let's continue to expand this family of small business tax savings podcast listeners. Again, our ultimate goal in everything we do and everything that we are all in on is helping small business owners across America pay the least amount in taxes legally possible. I want to thank you for coming on this journey. I hope to see you in TaxElm, and I will see everyone here next week on our next episode. Thank you.
This has been another episode of the Small Business Tax Savings Podcast. If you enjoy our weekly episodes, please leave a review and share with other business owners. You can find previous episodes and more information at www.taxsavingspodcast.com. Thanks for listening and have a great day.